Hi Scott, can you share with us at the very beginning what is the main objective for having such grassroots tournament?
We started this tournament in 2008 and we wanted it to become an international tournament, so that teams from Malaysia, from Sabah, Australia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore can come and experience what it's like to actually travel and to play in an overseas tournament in a different environment. So for me it's how many of them will play in a tournament like this and then say, wow, this is fantastic, I really enjoy this, and something will actually drop inside their head and they realise that if they want to make it as a professional football player, the hard work starts now. So we started from humble beginnings in 2008. We expanded to under 11, under 12, under 13, under 14, under 15, under 16 about 7 or 8 years ago. This year we're actually doing girls for the first time. As you're aware, girls football is exploding all over the year in Malaysia, around Asia, Australia as well. But we cannot make it a huge tournament because we have limited sort of facilities here. We don't have as many stadiums as we need if we were to make it bigger. So it's a boutique tournament, 8 teams each category, 10 teams each category, and for me, it always makes me happy at the end of the Borneo Cup and we have the prize giving ceremony and all the players come together and they exchange Facebook and they become friends, and so it's been nice to see some of the players that have played in the Borneo Cup go on to become sort of professional football players, but those that don't, they're still making friendship, they're enjoying it. It's something that we do every year. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work to make it organised, but we enjoy it and we love it, and we hope that all the kids and the parents and the coaches enjoy it as well.
So after being so long in grassroots area, how do you see the potential of our grassroots in Malaysia right now?
Malaysia's always got quality footballs. Ever since I've been here, I got to Malaysia in 1994, and Malaysian footballers are always quality. But it's how they are developed from those crucial years, 11, 12, 13, 14. And it has improved. There's no doubt it has improved. You've obviously got JDT, who are not just focusing on the senior team, they're focusing on the grassroots, junior development. Alistair Edwards has been there for a long time now, and they are producing players. We've got NFDP, so it's improving. And I've always said that Malaysian players are technically very, very good, but we just have to, from those crucial years, how do they develop? What sort of coaching are they getting? One step at a time. I think it's improving, but obviously there's a little way to go.
Yes, you say it's getting improved, right? But if you can do one thing, what thing you can do to help the improvement?
Synchronise it all over the country so that each state has similar development programs, and that you have a criteria and a list of things which must be done by every single state, so that we have consistency, and start to have more of a focus on the junior development rather than the seniors. The seniors, once you get to a certain age, you can't improve the seniors, but you can improve the 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kid. So for me, that's important. But I think Malaysian football's come a long way. It's improving, but of course we can still improve. JDT are the yardstick. They're up here. The rest of us are down here trying to catch JDT. So, but I'm talking about catching JDT in junior development, not in the seniors. The seniors, we shouldn't try and match JDT in terms of money and what they can do. But in juniors, it's not about money, it's about passion, and so they're the yardstick, and if the other states can keep improving, then I think it's good for the whole country.
I think for starting from my generation to the others, you are like the idol of football in Sabah, right? How do you see, do you glad that your name is like inspiring all this young generation?
Oh, now you look at me, now I'm an old man. Tita Lari already, but no, listen, I come to Malaysia in 1994 not knowing what to expect, and I trolled at Pahang, and they said no. Scored two goals in a trial game for Pahang. They said no. Went to KL, scored 2 goals in a trial game, and they said no. So I thought, I've scored 4 goals in 2 games, and both of these teams, they don't want me. So I said, I think I'm going to go home. I went home, and then I got a phone call to come to Sabah. I played in a trial game. I played terrible. I didn't score, but Sabah said, okay, we will sign you for 1 year. And I come to Sabah, and I fell in love with this beautiful place, and the team was doing well, and it was a nice time. It was a nice experience, and I've basically lived in Sabah ever since for the last 30 or so years. So it was good times, but I always say that was a long time ago. So we want Sabah football to create their new history. The team came third in 2022. So Sabah FC came third in 2022, third in 2023. So the team has improved a lot, but you know, for me, those are great memories, but you have to move on in life.
And of course, you know that Sabah also synonym with great strikers like Matlan Marjan, Suharmin, Harulaban, Zainizam Marjan, James Wong, right?
James Wong and Hassan Sani. Let's go back to when James Wong and Hassan Sani were instrumental in Malaysia qualifying for the Olympic Games. Hassan Sani set up the goal for James Wong and scored the goal. Yes. Unfortunately, they couldn't go on to participate because of situations or politics. I don't know what the situation was. But so Sabah have got a history of fantastic strikers, starting with James Wong, Hassan Sani, Matlan Marjan, Suhaiman Yusuf, Jaya Kasim. Matlan scored 2 goals against England. Who will ever forget? And I was lucky enough to play with Matlan for about 18 months, and Matlan had more talent in his little left toe than I had in my whole body. Matlan was a very, very talented boy, and it was a pleasure to play with him for those 18 months. I wish it was longer, but I mean, such is life. So yes, you're right, Sabah does have, they have produced some very good strikers.
But for the future, do you think how many years that we need to see another Sabah great striker?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I would hope that he's out there in one of those kampongs now, in Kenya or Sundergan, Tawau or wherever. There's a little boy who's going to become the next great Sabah striker, but how would you know?
Please say something for all the viewers in Malaysia for Malaysian football. Maybe you can say
Malaysia boleh. Saya cakap sikit bahasa Melayu, but you know, I think the Malaysian fans, they've put up with some highs and lows over the years, but keep supporting your national teams, keep supporting your state teams, and Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. So, you know, Malaysia, they did well. Who will ever forget the game against South Korea? So it showed that Malaysia can compete with the best teams. So saya, you know, saya cinta Sabah, saya cinta Malaysia, and I just hope that it would be a dream if one day Malaysia can qualify for the World Cup.